Glory goes to our mighty power, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakad, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Salutations to the legmen feeding the sheep of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, in sincerity and truth. This great gospel, man, that's coming out of our Bible, you Israelites. This belongs to us. This is our book, right? Our book, right? Just like the Ark of the Covenant belonged to the Israelites. When these other nations try to tamper with it, what happened? The Lord brought judgment on them. Esau them try to take these words, and what happened? The Lord said, you have to take my words into your mouth, thy mouth, right? Paraphrasing. Because these words is not for the wicked. These words is not for the other nations of the world. This is for the children of Israel, right? The descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And one thing you gotta realize, our main duty is to serve the Lord, right? The Lord chose us, right? Like it tells you in the book of Deuteronomy. As a matter of fact, let's go to this right quick. Bear with me. Let me go to this right quick. This is the book of Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 14. No, I'm sorry, Deuteronomy 7 and 6. I'm going to read it. Says, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. Thy Lord Yahweh, that is his name, Yahweh, thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all the people that are upon the face of the earth. Right? So there's different nations, right? What's the main thing they push to you in this society? We're all one people. We're all one of mankind. We're all of one blood. Right? They give you that bullshit, right? Read it again. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. And the Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all the people that are upon the face of the earth. The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you because ye were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all the people, but because the Lord loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn to unto your fathers. Who's that? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob, Isaac to Abraham, right? Going all the way back to what Abel. It says, hath the Lord brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of the Pharaoh, king of Egypt. So here you are again in a captivity here in America, right? What you think the Lord gonna do? The Lord gonna deliver you from this fucking captivity too, right? You gotta remove that weak ass spirit, right? Because we are not all the same people, man. We are not all the same people. Matter of fact, let me go to this right quick. Read the book of it's the book of Isaiah 45 and 4. It says, for Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect. Ooh. We all can serve God. We are all the children of God. Yeah, nah, motherfuckers. You heathens, you got your own gods. You got your own gods. Right? The East Indian, he has his multiple deities. The Edomites, they have Satan. They're under Satan. Right? You got Moab, he got his fucking Buddha, big fat motherfucker who don't do shit but sit in one spot, right? You got Hamite, they got a god for every day of the week, right? Bugged out. You got them Hawaiian motherfuckers, they worship volcanoes. We could keep going all day of the different deities and the paganism and the false godism, right? The false godism of these other nations on earth. because the Lord is only dealing with the children of Israel. Isaiah 45:4, for Jacob, my servant's sake. Who's the only people that can serve the Lord? The children of Israel. You got to be a descendant of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's why this Bible don't resonate with a lot of these other nations. You go to these other, man, them fucking Chinese, man, they burning the Bible. They putting Christians in jail. Them Arabs, they're fucking killing the Christians, right? You go through the four corners of the earth right now, it's a fucking, how can we say, a genocide on people who so-called believe in the God of the Bible. Even they're not following according to the words of the scriptures, but guess what? They believe in the scriptures. They're fucking a target. Pretty soon they're going to come again too. The real true men of the Lord, the true servants. I'm reading, for Jacob, my servant's sake, and Israel, mine elect, I have even called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, thou, though thou hast not known me, right? Our people don't know our power, right? What do our people know? Our people don't know a motherfucking thing. These niggas know folly, entertainment, and bullshit, right? They got that whole ass spirit on them, that bitch ass spirit on them, right? That old ass man spirit on them. You got these silly ass niggas, they fucking damn near 50 years old. They still thinking about the 90s. You got them 60, 70-year-old motherfuckers, they thinking about the 80s and the fucking 70s and shit. Right? These niggas is fucking stuck in the past. You ever seen a homeless motherfucker with a bunch of shopping carts? They just won't fucking let it go, man. That shit been died for you, man. Let that fucking shit go. Like these fucking women and these ex-bitches you used to have in your life. Let that fucking shit go. Right? The Lord got something better for us, which is the kingdom of heaven, man. That fucking weak-ass fucking spirit you niggas got, man. That shit gotta die down. Let me read this right now, man. This is, I'm gonna go to the book of Esdras, man. This is the book of 2nd Esdras. I'm reading 14 and 14. It reads, let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature, man. What the fuck is you complaining about? You supposed to be fucking suffering, man. You a fucking slave in Babylon the Great. You are still in fucking captivity, man. The Lord didn't come back. Yahweh Shai ain't come back and save us, deliver us yet. We're still fucking suffering. So while you're suffering, what you gotta fight? You gotta fight for your survival. What, you gonna go down like these other dead motherfuckers around you? You gonna play that whole ass spirit, right? You gonna get feeble. You gonna get weary, right? The spirit of denial is gonna come into you. You're gonna stop believing, because it talk about in the latter times. What? Let's get that. Here we go. I'm going to read the book of 1 Timothy. We're going to go to 1 Timothy. Let's read. Here we go. 1 Timothy 4, verse 1. It reads, now the Spirit speaketh expressly, that in the latter time some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits. Man, you've been seduced by bitcoins. You've been seduced by your new girlfriend. You've been seduced by your parents. Why are you still into that religious bull? Why are you still following that stuff? Yeah, leave that alone, man. You could have went to college. You could have bought a house. You could have bettered your life. And you looking at these fuckers trying to tell you to better your life, and they fucking miserable, depressed, right? They finna be broke as shit. It's a bunch of broke motherfuckers trying to tell you what to do. Nigga, man, is you gonna listen to the Lord, or are you gonna listen to these broke ass motherfuckers around you? These $50,000 a year motherfuckers, $100,000. That's a broke motherfucker, man. That's a broke motherfucker, man. I'm gonna read it. Says, now the Spirit speaketh expressly, that in what the latter time some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits, and what doctrines of devils, right? It's like you niggas, man. It's new doctrines that you done pulled into. Flat Earth, right? You got the flat Earth shit that made a lot of niggas fall off. Esau could be saved That's another bullshit doctrine. We are in the new covenant. That's another bullshit ass doctrine. Right, the Lord throwing them demons out there, and you niggas, you fishing, you don't latch onto a fucking demon, onto a stumbling block. That's what happened. You supposed to be fishers of men, but you done stumbled, right? Guess what? You out of there. You out of there. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith. A lot of you, man, guess what? You're gonna fold. You're gonna, I can't take it no more. I gotta, hey man, the Lord ain't coming back quick enough. Right? What they say in the book of, let's go to this right quick. That's what I love about the Bible. The Bible speaks better than I do. Let's go to the book of 2 Peter 3 and this 3 and 1. It says, this second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you in both, which I stir up your pure minds by the way of remembrance, that ye may be mindful of the words which were spoken before by the holy prophets. Right? You need to be fucking thinking about what the prophets said. Right? Here we are right now in 2023. Don't nobody give a fuck about what a nigga was saying in the 80s. Don't nobody, unless it was spiritual, unless they were prophetic, unless they're talking about the times we're in. You don't give a fuck about them entertainers and them celebrities, right? Because you go back in the 80s, who dick was they writing? The celebrities and the entertainers. But their words are not important right now. What words are still important? The words of the prophets. What from biblical, so-called biblical times. Right? You got the elders and apostles. They've been putting that work and they still here. Going harder than before. Right? Right? Because the fruit of their works, fruit of their labor. Who are that? The men who are still preaching, man. That's why we got to continue in this faith. It says, this second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you both, which I stir up your pure minds by the way of remembrance. Remember, you're an Israelite. You're not a fucking heathen. Nigga, stop eating that bullshit. Right? Stop thinking like a fucking heathen. Stop worshiping these gods that are of the gods of the other nations, man. Why you gonna give the other nations power over you? That ye may be mindful of the words which were spoken before by the holy prophets, and of the commandment of the Shlaki, and of the commandment of us, the apostles of the Lord and Savior. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, right? What it says, in the last days you got some shall depart from the faith. What else you got? In the last days you gonna have scoffers. These bitch ass niggas. Right? These hoe ass niggas who can't leave off that old man, right? They acting like they ghetto mothers. They hoe ass mothers, right? Can't control their tongues. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lusts. Right? They're not here for the kingdom of heaven. They're here for the kingdom of themselves. Right? They're here to promote themselves. Fuck you, nigga. And saying, where is the promise of his coming? Right, man? The Lord ain't coming back, man. You niggas been talking this Bible shit forever. Man, this Bible shit is bull, man. That's how they feel about God. That's how they feel about the Lord. So what if some did not believe, man? Right? We gonna go to that. Matter of fact, let's go to that right now. Romans. Let's go to the book of Romans 3. Here we go. Romans 3 and 3. Romans 3 and 3. It says, for what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? God forbid. Yea, let the Most High be true. Yea, let the Most High be true. But every man a liar. If you speak not according to the words of the scripture, you are a liar. And you are not worth being paid attention to. We are not listening to you. We don't give a fuck about the words that are coming out of your mouth. You are not important, right? You are a fucking stumbling block. You are going off a cliff. And the people that follow you, they're right there behind you, right off a cliff. As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings and mightest overcome when thou art judged. Yeah, we're dealing with the words of this Bible. Yeah, we're not dealing with nothing else, because nothing else really matters in this society. That's what you gotta realize, man. The Lord about to air this bitch out. Right? The Lord about to kill a lot of motherfucking people. And if you're not with the Lord, guess what? Fuck you. Deaf to your punk asses. Nobody care about you. Because you don't care about what the Lord thinks. Right? You don't care about how the Lord feels. Who's with the Lord? right? If you're not with the Lord, you are a dead man walking, a dead man walking. Matter of fact, let me go back to this verse right here. Bear with me. Here we go. Bear with me. Bear with me. Say mess with me a little bit. Go back to the book of here we go. Perfect. I'm going to start at the book of 2 Peter 3 and 5. For this they willingly are ignorant. For this they willingly are ignorant of that the word of the Most High, Yahweh, the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water, and in the water, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished. But the heavens and the earth, which are now, by the same words, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. I'm going to read that again. But the heavens and the earth, which are now, by the same words, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. Bitch ass niggas.